Welcome to Bryos Logos, where wisdom meets serenity. In this video, we invite you to explore a calming journey of soothing sound and relaxing reflection. Take a deep breath and let's begin. Today, we're diving deep into the world of Enneagram Type 1. Known as the perfectionists, Type 1 individuals strive for integrity and purpose. We'll explore their core motivations and how their pursuit of excellence shapes their worldview. Through serene visuals and soothing sounds, discover how Type 1's desire for balance and justice is both their strength and their challenge. Let's journey together to unveil the essence of Type 1's character traits. Enneagram Type 1 individuals are driven by an unwavering commitment to personal and societal improvement, embodying a profound sense of moral righteousness and principled living. Their internal landscape is marked by a constant desire to do what is right, correct, and ethically sound, with an underlying fear of making mistakes or falling short of their idealized standards. This motivation propels them to pursue excellence in every aspect of their lives, from professional achievements to personal conduct, always striving to create order and meaningful progress. Their perfectionist tendencies manifest through meticulous attention to detail, self-discipline, and an unrelenting internal critic that continuously evaluates their actions and choices. This inner voice can be both a powerful motivator and a source of significant personal stress, often leading to heightened self-judgment and an intense need to control their environment. Type 1s are typically organized, responsible, and deeply committed to maintaining high-quality standards in everything they undertake. In professional and personal relationships, Type 1s are valued for their integrity, reliability, and genuine desire to contribute positively to their communities. They are often drawn to roles that involve systemic improvement, social justice, and ethical leadership. Their strong sense of right and wrong makes them natural reformers and advocates for positive change, whether in workplace processes, social structures, or personal interactions. While their dedication to improvement is admirable, Type 1s must learn to balance their perfectionist tendencies with self-compassion and acceptance. Healthy Type 1s recognize that imperfection is inherent to human experience and develop the flexibility to embrace mistakes as opportunities for growth rather than moral failings. By softening their inner critic and cultivating self-understanding, they can transform their rigidity into a more adaptive and compassionate approach to personal development. Type 1 individuals possess a deeply rooted commitment to moral excellence that permeates every aspect of their lives. Their internal ethical compass serves as an unwavering guide, compelling them to make choices that reflect their highest ideals and most principled beliefs. They are driven by an intrinsic desire to improve themselves and the world around them, constantly examining their actions through a lens of righteousness and authenticity. This profound sense of moral integrity manifests as a relentless pursuit of personal and societal improvement. They hold themselves and others to exceptionally high standards, believing that ethical behavior is not merely a choice, but a fundamental responsibility. Their idealism is not naive, but rather a carefully constructed worldview that sees potential for positive transformation in every situation and interaction. Their commitment to principles often translates into a strong sense of duty and a willingness to take principled stands, even when doing so might be personally challenging or unpopular. They view moral compromises as unacceptable, preferring to maintain their integrity even at personal cost. This steadfast dedication to their values makes them natural reformers, advocates, and agents of positive change in their personal and professional environments. Type 1 individuals are deeply motivated by an intrinsic desire to maintain absolute moral integrity and precision in every aspect of their lives. Their fear of imperfection acts as a powerful psychological driver that compels them to constantly scrutinize their own behavior behaviors, choices, and ethical standards with remarkable thoroughness and self-critical intensity. This profound psychological mechanism stems from an underlying belief that any deviation from an idealized standard represents a fundamental personal failure. Consequently, Type 1s develop an extraordinarily disciplined approach to self-improvement, viewing each moment as an opportunity to refine their character and align more closely with their internalized principles of righteousness and correctness. The persistent fear of making mistakes or falling short of their own exacting standards creates significant internal pressure. Type 1 personalities often experience heightened anxiety about potential errors, which motivates them to meticulously plan, double-check their work, and maintain an almost obsessive commitment to doing things the right way at all times. Their pursuit of perfection is not merely about external achievements, but represents a deeply personal quest for moral validation. By maintaining rigorous self-discipline and holding themselves to impossibly high standards, Type 1 seek to prove their worth and avoid the potentially devastating emotional consequences of perceived inadequacy or ethical compromise. Type 1 individuals possess an extraordinarily intense inner critic that functions like an internal quality control mechanism, constantly evaluating their performance and moral standards. This unrelenting inner voice meticulously scrutinizes every action, decision, and outcome, comparing them against an idealized vision of perfection that exists within their mind. The inner critic operates with surgical precision, identifying even the smallest perceived flaws or deviations from their high personal standards, which can create significant emotional and psychological tension. The persistent self-assessment driven by this inner critic generates profound stress and anxiety for Type 1s as they struggle with an inherent fear of making mistakes or failing to meet their own exacting expectations. This internal dialogue becomes a powerful force that can both motivate tremendous achievement and simultaneously undermine their sense of self-worth. When Type 1s feel they have not met their impossibly high benchmarks, they experience intense feelings of disappointment, self-judgment, and potential inadequacy. The inner critic serves as both a blessing and a curse for Type 1 personalities. While it propels them toward excellence and drives them to maintain exceptional standards, it also creates significant emotional strain and can lead to burnout, perfectionism, and a persistent sense of never being good enough. Learning to moderate this internal voice and develop self-compassion becomes a critical developmental task for Type 1 individuals seeking balanced personal and professional growth. Enneagram Type 1s are intrinsically motivated by an unwavering desire to create positive change and elevate everything they touch. Their passion for improvement stems from a profound belief that the world can always be better, more efficient, and more principled. They approach personal growth and systemic refinement with meticulous attention to detail and an idealistic vision of potential perfection, constantly analyzing processes, relationships, and personal capabilities for opportunities of enhancement. This relentless pursuit of improvement is not merely a professional trait, but a fundamental aspect of their entire existence. Type 1s view self-development as a moral imperative, believing that continuous refinement is a noble responsibility. They invest significant energy in learning, skill building, and critical self-reflection, always seeking to transcend their current limitations and contribute meaningfully to their environments. Their commitment to improvement extends beyond individual growth to broader societal and organizational contexts. Type 1s often emerge as reformers, change agents, and champions of ethical progress. They possess a keen ability to identify systemic inefficiencies and are willing to invest considerable effort in proposing and implementing constructive solutions. This drive is rooted in a deep of integrity and a genuine desire to create meaningful, positive transformations in relationships. Enneagram Type 1's approach interpersonal connections with a deep commitment to authenticity and moral clarity. They value partners and friends who demonstrate unwavering integrity and share their principled worldview, believing that genuine connections are built on mutual trust and ethical alignment. Their high standards mean they carefully evaluate potential relationships, seeking individuals who demonstrate consistency between their words and actions. Type 1s tend to be loyal and dedicated partners who invest significant emotional energy in maintaining relationship standards. They approach romantic and platonic relationships with a sense of responsibility, often taking on the role of the conscientious partner who ensures mutual growth and ethical behavior. When their partner demonstrates moral reliability, Type 1s can be incredibly supportive and nurturing, offering structured and dependable love. However, their idealistic nature can create challenges in relationships. Type 1s may become critical or judgmental when others fail to meet their exacting standards, which can strain interpersonal dynamics. Their desire for perfection can lead to occasional rigidity, making it difficult for them to accept human imperfections. Partners and friends must demonstrate patience and understanding, showing Type 1s that emotional complexity and occasional missteps are natural parts of human experience. Type 1 individuals approach personal and professional growth with unwavering dedication and methodical precision. They view self-improvement as a critical journey of refinement, constantly seeking opportunities to enhance their skills, knowledge, and competencies through structured learning and intentional practice. Their perfectionist nature drives them to set high standards for themselves and pursue excellence in every endeavor. These individuals often invest significant time in professional professional development, such as attending workshops, pursuing advanced certifications, and engaging in continuous education programs. They meticulously analyze their performance, identifying areas for improvement and developing strategic plans to address potential gaps in their capabilities. Their commitment to growth is not merely about accumulating achievements, but about maintaining an authentic path of ethical and intellectual advancement. Type 1s find deep satisfaction in mastering new skills and expanding their professional expertise. They approach learning with discipline and determination, viewing each challenge as an opportunity to refine their abilities and contribute more effectively to their chosen field. Their intrinsic motivation stems from a genuine desire to be competent, responsible, and valuable contributors to their professional environment. Their growth mindset extends beyond professional realms, encompassing personal development in areas like emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and ethical conduct. They continuously strive to align their actions with their core principles, believing that true growth involves not just external achievements, but internal transformation and moral integrity. Type 1 individuals often find themselves trapped in a complex web of perfectionism that manifests as an intense internal struggle with rigidity. Their deep-seated desire to maintain immaculate standards can create mental barriers that prevent flexible thinking and adaptable responses to life's challenges. This rigid mindset becomes a self-imposed prison where every deviation from their ideal represents a potential failure, leading to significant psychological stress and emotional turmoil. The resentment experienced by Type 1 is particularly profound, emerging from their relentless pursuit of excellence and their acute awareness of perceived flaws. They frequently direct this resentment inward, criticizing themselves perpetual cycle of self-judgment. Simultaneously, they may project similar high expectations onto others, resulting in strained relationships and interpersonal conflicts when those around them fail to meet their exacting standards. This dynamic can lead to emotional isolation, as type 1s struggle to reconcile their idealistic vision with the messy, imperfect reality of human experience. Their inner critic becomes a constant companion, generating feelings of frustration and disappointment that can undermine their ability to appreciate progress, celebrate small victories, and maintain healthy, compassionate connections with themselves and others. Type 1s often struggle with an inner critic that demands perfection, which can lead to significant personal stress and potential burnout. Learning to balance their inherent desire for excellence with genuine self-compassion becomes a transformative journey of personal growth. This means acknowledging that mistakes are not moral failures, but opportunities for learning and development. The path to self-compassion involves recognizing that their worth is not determined by flawless performance, but by their inherent human value. By softening their rigid internal standards and practicing gentle self-talk, type 1s can create space for emotional healing and more sustainable personal development. This shift allows them to maintain their admirable commitment to improvement while treating themselves with the same kindness they would offer to a close friend. Developing flexibility becomes crucial in this process. Type 1s can gradually learn to see imperfections as natural and human, rather than as personal shortcomings to be eradicated. By embracing a more nuanced understanding of growth, they can channel their perfectionist tendencies into constructive self-improvement without harsh self-judgment. This balanced approach enables them to maintain their high standards while cultivating inner peace and resilience. Thanks for watching this journey through sound and serenity as we explored the world of Enneagram Type 1, the perfectionist. If you enjoyed finding your calm with us today, while learning about the desire for integrity and improvement. Don't forget to subscribe to Briar's logos and hit that notification bell. Leave a comment below, sharing your favorite moment of reflection on Enneagram Type 1 traits and experiences. Until next time, breathe deep, embrace your inner calm, and stay peaceful.